Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry about the delay there. Welcome to Get Rich 101. Get Rich 101. I'm your host, I'm Sekou Wrights, and I'm here to talk about getting rich. Getting rich. So I'm making a deliberate note today to talk slowly because I got a lot of things that happen this weekend and I'm excited about it. And so I gotta pare it down. Otherwise I'll be like right. So So I'm gonna keep it slow. So shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and opportunity to grow, to grow. I greatly appreciate you. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So it was a big weekend. It was a big weekend. You know, if you've been watching the show, that I had a lot of things going on. And the main thing, the main thing was my second seminar. My second seminar. I can't get over that. Let's just pause that. I can't get over that. That I've done two seminars. See, I was getting fast. Two seminars. Two seminars. I can't believe that. And what's interesting to me is that I've got all this wealth of knowledge. I've been like, well, just watch the show and watch the show and get caught up. But when I distill what I've been talking about into like a 45-hour session, it just comes because there's so much information that I've gathered over the past couple of years. So that's really incredible. It's really incredible. So anyway, I had my second session. It was how to win with $1. I can't quite remember it because P came up with it, but it was good. It was good. How $1, how I can't remember, but basically how $1 can lead you to more money. And this is what was very interesting. What was very interesting is that P P figured out that I'm one of those people. And I had no idea. I had no idea. I had no idea that I was one of those people. I was like, I was complaining about something else, you know, co- complaining with the star asterisk. I was just joking around with her. But I was talking about it, and she was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I mean, how much she making in? I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. And then she did the math, and then I was like, wow, I am one of those people. So my quote is I turned $1 into $1,200. Right? That sounds pretty nice when you put it like that. I turned $1 into $1,200. And mind you, I gotta let you know that of the three people that were in that were part of this experiment, I was the one that made the least. I was the one that made the least because my friend made I think he made 2 grand, and then my other friend made 3 grand. So I made the least, right? But I think that I was impacted the most because I really got into the stock after that, and so my my um I don't know what to call it, but my thing there is interesting because I never thought about it that way. I never thought about it that way. You just don't think of it that way. So here's what happened. What happened is I put $1 down. Put $1 down on AMC, and that's all I wanted to put down. I put down $1 on AMC, and then encouraged by my friends, I put more in. I was like, what? You put more in? I don't know. Let me put some more in. And so I put some more in, and so I put more in, and then the stock at that point was $2. So let's say $1, right? And that's because of the pandemic, because they weren't sure if they were going to stay open as a movie theater or close for good. So this was a risky stock, but I went with the risk, and I was like, and they kept buying. I was like, oh shoot, y'all buying, I'm buying too. So I kept buying, and then they they. I'm sorry, I was watching the cat. I was watching the cat. I was watching the cat. So anyway, so what I was doing is monitoring theirs versus mine. Like I couldn't get myself to be that comfortable as they were. This would be my first experimenting with stock, but I got myself better. I got myself, expanded more. So I ended up buying 30 shares of stock. 30 shares of stock, well, they were about $1 a share, right? So that was a big deal for me. It was a big deal for me. And then I sold those 30 shares when they hit $40. Now, now it sounds easy. It sounds easy then, but you don't know because you have to play it for who you are. I mean, that's how it wins, how it works. You play it for who you are, right? So what I mean by that is I played the sock and I played it. I there was a point that I wouldn't buy anymore, right? Once it reached $5, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna buy it anymore. I'm just gonna wait and ride it out. And at $5, I was ecstatic. But my friends didn't sell yet, so I didn't sell yet. So it went to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40, 45. So it went up to 40. It went beyond 40, went to 50, 60, 70. Like it was breaking real money now, right? Once it got to 70, I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait until it gets to 80, right? And that's where I messed up because it never hit 80. It came back down. And I was like, okay, but I'm gonna wait for it to turn back around and go back up. But it did not do that. It did not do that. So it kept coming down. At 40, I was like, all right, I gotta cut. I gotta cut. So I sold most of my stock at $40, right? And so when you add it up, you add up the $40 times 30 shares, you get $1,200. But that's not how it felt in the meantime. In the meantime, it just felt like, all right, I'm just trying to get my dollar, get my $30, and then, just I don't know how to phrase it, but that's what I was doing. And then it didn't dawn on me that yeah, I spent $1, and then I made it to $1,200 in a couple months. In a couple months. Now that said, I'm slowing down. That said, you have to take it into mind that that was a pandemic. That was a pandemic. So things were screwy, right? Things are screwy out there. But there are a lot of people who became millionaires during the pandemic. A lot of people that became millionaires during the pandemic because they knew how to how to finance themselves, right? They knew because they'd done it before. Now, see, if that hadn't been my first time, if I had been through something like that before, I would have balled out. I balled out. So that's what you have to know. You have to know that you've got to have the idea that 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 well, that how can I make money from this? How can I make money for this? So I was trying to explain this during my seminar, but you've got to have the mindset of how can I make money from this? Because and that's an entirely different way of thinking. Like that's different than well, where's my money? I got to get my money out and like it's a different mindset. You've got to go in with all right, the world is telling us we can't go outside. How can I make money from that? Like even thinking that raises your mind up a state, up a level, because you're thinking about how you can negotiate, how you can figure it out. So anyway, that was the big piece, the big story that I told during my seminar because I was so overjoyed to have that story because I didn't even realize that I was one of those people, right? So that was very cool. That was very cool. All right, so there was that, and I had all these things I wanted to show you. I was going to show you I was going to show you a 13-second thing that B King made. I was going to show you a my run report, but my computer's give me some technical difficulties, so I can't play any of those things. But I'm just going to tell you that there were some good things. I was going to tell you. I was going to show you some good things. So let me see if I have any quotes, anything in the comment section before I move on. Let's see. All right. This is P King. Tell them about the conversation you had with God about investing in stocks for the first time. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, yeah. So what was happening was, this was my first time. It's your first time. You're like trying to figure things out, and things were going lovely. I spent, $30 or $1 a stock, and now it's going up and up and up. And so I had more money. I asked the Lord. Lord, Lord, please tell me if I'm supposed to put all my money into this account. Now, think about it though. This was my first time, and I was scared. And I remember praying on it. And I remember that the yes came back so quickly and so powerfully. I was like, oh, I got scared. I go, oh, it must mean no. It must mean no. But it was yes. It was yes. It came through yes. And what I would have done, what I should have done, if I had left everything the same, if I had sold at $40 per share, if I missed my uptrend and sold it at $40, then I would have made. Look, get this now. If I put all my money in, I would have made $45,000, $45,000. Like that's an incredible amount of money to come up with from the pandemic. I remember I figured out, and I was like, right, because that's how powerful it was. That's how powerful it was. So you got to understand that these are things that happen when there's random things that happen in the world. So next time there's a pandemic on board, every one of you should be thinking, how can I make some money? How can I make some? Just open your mind to it. Just open your mind to how can I make some money? Like the world is going crazy. Everyone's all crazy about I gotta do something. I gotta do something. But you be focused on how can I make money? I could have made, $45,000 just like that, just like that, just like that. And now I'm still shopping for a stock like this. But I know now that we're out of the pandemic. Basically, we're out of the things that are happening that would make a stock shoot up like that. But I am betting with Trump. I am betting with Trump because he's had this effect before. He bet. Well, his public company had a lot to do with his trial to create a version of Twitter, And so my friend, well, not my friend, I just know him by watching him on YouTube, but he found him and bet all of his money now on Trump. And that took him to another level. It took him from $10 per share to $120 per share. Now that's an incredible run. It's an incredible run. And so he was able to finance himself from there, right? And so I'm trying to make the same bet now that President Trump is the first person to have sneakers, a line of sneakers, right? So I'm just betting a little bit. Like I've been watching, and so it's traveling sideways. Traveling sideways means that your stock is going up and down, up and down, up and down. Meaning it's just going sideways. It's going sideways. Remember that. It's going sideways. It's just going up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's saying right there, but I'm waiting to see if it shoots up. If it shoots it up, I'm gonna buy another share. But right now, I only have one share because I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen yet. So, but I'm waiting for something like this to happen. Something like um, the AMC. The AMC. I was trying to think of some word that was like the AMC surprise. The AMC surprise. All right. So yeah, that was a good question for you. Let me see if there's any other questions. Oh wait a minute, did I tell you? Yeah. So I wanted to go back to my friends because they made more money than me, but they did it in different ways. Like my friend who made the most money sold it for less. Like I sold my stock at $40, right? He held on to his. He held on to his. He wrote it down to like $10, $15. So he sold it at much lower than I did. And AMC stock is currently around $4. Right? So he sold around 15, right? But he had much more stock than I did. So he was able to get more money because he had more stock. But imagine if he had sold at 10, 15, or 10, 25, 40, like any of those other numbers would have done great. But he did okay. Right? So anyway, that's just the way you play. Like you've got to play it the right way. And so I want to get this clear. There is no magic ball. There is no magic ball. There is no magic ball. Right? You can guess wrong. You can get you can hold on too long or too early. Like you've got to be in tune with yourself. You got to be in tune with yourself. So in the example I just gave for Trump, he sold the guy Sai. He sold his stock at 120, but it went up to 150. So he had to be sitting there like, oh no, it's going up to 150. I wish I would have, I wish I would have, But he made 120. He made a great amount of money, right? And so you got to be very careful about how you want to spend your money because you could be one of those people that holds on too long, waiting for it to turn around, And I was one of those people who held his money a little bit, but I sold it at 40, so that I got some of the coup de grace, the coup de grace. All right. Let me see what else we got. Between the three, let me see. Between the three of you, you three profited almost $10,000 off of $1. Yeah, right. Yeah. Now that's because it was a pandemic. That I can say that confidently now. Now that I know better. Now that I know that the semantics, whatever was happening, is happening because the world was on fire. The world was on fire, and everyone was paying attention to those other things and not paying attention to the stock market. But if you were paying attention to the stock market, you could have made a lot of money. And so yeah, we could have. Yeah, we did all right. Yeah, we did. We did. So thanks for adding that up, P. I appreciate it. Let's see if there's any other comments. Yes, I took a risk and it paid off in an extraordinary way, in epic way. Yes, I did. But that was because I was open to the universe then. And so that's important because we've all had friends. That have made some kind of stock recommendation, right? In most cases, it's not the way to go. Right? But my friend enticed me to jump into AMC, and I was like, I'm gonna put $1 down, right? And then I heard that how much money they put down. I said, oh shoot, let me put some more down. Put some more down. And so that's not the way to go. But in a place where you know what's happening, when you know what's happening, you want to find a situation, find a situation that goes against the grain. Like AMC was about to close their doors, right? They were about to close their doors. And what you had to bet was they were going to find a way. They were going to find some way to open their doors. And they did. They did this AMC theaters down the street. There's AMC theaters everywhere, right? And so the 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 um the 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 stock went up as expectations went up. You just had to get out soon because, all right, so the AMC stock, I just want to say this one more time, start off at $1 or $2 per share. Then it went up to about $70 per share, right? Then it came down to about $4 or $5 per share, which is where it is now, $5 per share. Now, you could have just bought stock and sold at $4 or $5. Like, you still would have made money. But the most amount of money would have been $70, right? But who knew? Who knew it was going to stop at 70, right? But yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, so I think that's it. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm having a conversation with Fee today. $1 investment into AMC stocks worth it? Yeah, $1. Yes. All right. Let's see. Let me see what else. $1 gathered you. Yeah, it got me $1,200. And that's what I mean about these ways that you think about things, because you don't think about them this way. But yes, I turned $1 into $1,200 in a couple months. And that's what I need to keep doing. So I keep doing as much as I can, given that there is no world is collapsing agenda right now. All right, so this is fun. Let's see what other comments there are. All right, so that's it. I think that's it. Feed King has been feeding me. All right, so we did that, and then then after that, let me just finish about the dollar stock market plan. The dollar stock market plan was on my site, available within a day. Within a day, you remember when my first seminar was emergency fund, and it took me forever. Because I was trying to figure it out. But this time I got that sucker up fast. I got it up fast. So what that means is that people can go to my website, SekouRice.com, and you can buy both seminars. You can buy the emergency fund and the stock market for $1. You can buy them both. Because they're there available. So that feels great to me, that I've been able to produce something that's my knowledge of money, made small and available. So that's great. So I'm really excited about that. So there was that, and then also, Fee and I were going to do the Joomla Forex, the Forex. We're going to do Forex, right? We're going to do Forex, and it got sideways. It went sideways on us. So what happened was, there are big things that, well, not big, but one of the companies that I recommended to her required a lot of information. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to do it in segments. We're going to do Forex in segments. So each different thing of forex is going to be like a very small segment. Going to be like, a little bit, a very small segment, and then the next chapter will be the next chapter, the next chapter will be the next chapter. So I'm going to keep it separate because you have to you have to you have to go through it, and we've got to leave time for Fee to get things done. And so what happened was, well, yeah, I'll let it tease out. I'll let it tease out. But each different chapter will be a different chapter of how it goes to start in forex. And so that's just getting started. That is just getting started. And remember that my suggestion is that you choose a dollar amount that you feel comfortable with and put it out there. Like $20, $30, $40, $50, $100. You decide what your dollar amount is and put that money out there. I would suggest you do that rather than you playing with the millions of dollars they give you. Yes, they give you millions of dollars in demo money. Demo money is fake money, because you're gonna start wilding. You're gonna start wilding. You'll be like, I'm gonna spend you're gonna spend $1 million on this, $1 million on that, $1 million on this. But then when it's your money, your mindset is gonna work differently. You're gonna be like, oh, wait now make sure I get this money right. So you might as well build that piece in from the beginning. So I would suggest that to each of you. Decide now. Doesn't matter how much it is. $10, $20, $30, doesn't matter how much it is, but have a fixed amount in your head. All right. All right. I think that's it. Let's see if there's any more comments. Yes, forex. Yes, Fee King is ready. Fee King is ready. Yeah, so we're gonna do this, Fee King. We're gonna do it in segments, in individual segments as we go. And I wouldn't know to do that if we hadn't tried it. So I'm proving the point that now is better than perfect. I'm proving the point that now is better than perfect, because if I hadn't done this, I wouldn't have known that I could have a seminar. Then I wouldn't have known that I could have 2 seminars. And I wouldn't know that I could have them up on a website available for people. And I wouldn't know how to make the forex to make the forex in small bite-sized remarks. You know what I mean? To small bits, because that's going to make it work. I think. Yeah. So that's it, folks. That's it. So yeah, I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking out the show. Thanks so much for the people that came and watched my seminar. Thanks so much. I had a great time. And I look forward to hearing from you. And feel free to make a comment. Some people wrote some comments on my seminar already. That was great. And sure, if you want to check it out, just go to SekouRice.com and buy your replay. Yeah, because it's good info. It is really good info. All right. So I think that's it. For today, and I will hopefully have my technical chops together tomorrow, so we can play those different things that we didn't get to play today. All right. Remember that now is better than perfect. I'm telling you, I'm a living proof that now is better than perfect. Ashe.